Hello, people that net. How's you doing? So people probably be wonder why I'm making this video, and I just wanted to talk for a second. So this year we'll be doing my leaving cert, in school. No matter really what happens, maybe it would not go ahead this year. We still don't know. It's still up in the air. And anything could happen. But people probably would ask me, and when the time comes, am I concerned? Because when I was in first year in secondary school, I would have been very very concerned with the junior sort. And I might just say straight, nowadays I'm a very very changed person than who I was back then. I worried myself sick about the junior sort. I might as be honest. Wasn't well in first year anyway. Wasn't well, and that's putting it straight. It just wasn't well mentally, and it wasn't well at all. Now I'm a bit more well, a bit more well. It's kind of a small bit of an understatement because there's a few things I'm not saying about my personal health for obvious reasons. But there's a few things going on in the background. Um, but yeah, just to say, really, I'm not really concerned to be honest, because I have this kind of stance nowadays where putting community first and putting your community first and putting your country first is more important than any piece of paper. Because it only represents in the grand scheme of things, it is important in the small scheme of things, but in the grand scheme, it only represents who you are in that week, what you went down in that week. It doesn't represent your personality. It doesn't represent anything like that. That's something your employers would rather have somebody who's a hard-working person, very honest person. And they couldn't care less if you had 50 A's in every subject. And if you were a person that was smart and being smart to customers and just being very ignorant, they would want to. They would rather want somebody that's hard work and is very honest and just does his job. They would rather have something like that than somebody that's obviously back chatting things like that. It doesn't matter who you are, and it doesn't matter. Because it's not the be all and end all. You do your best. That's all you can do. You can do your best, and you could try and do your best. But really, what I'm trying to say here too about studying things like that. I will study a small bit because obviously I'm not putting myself out of the way. I have community work to be doing, and I haven't got the resources to be putting, and the word is too. Like it's hard enough. Like I could study here for about 6 hours. Like let's be honest, I could sit here for 6 hours and study a book for 6 hours, and at the end of it, I wouldn't have a clue what I read. Because it's just in one ear and out the other ear. Because it's just that's how bad I am with dyslexia. It's just bad. I'm just terrible. Like I'm good at history. Like I'm gonna run away with the history. Like let's be honest, I'm just gonna run away. Like I literally would run away with it. And the same with the social ed, as they call it. I do a program called LCA. It's kind of leaving sort applied. It's a different way of doing the leaving sort, but you have to go into school. You have to do projects and everything like that. So that makes up a bit of your grade, which is good. So if you attend school regularly, things like that. So it's a good program. And it's less stress obviously than the only leaving sort. Which I'm sure a few people who are on the only leaving sort will probably admit to. Um, but yeah, I'm not really going to do too much studying because, as I said, it wouldn't help me. It more or less confuse me and upset me more than if I didn't study because I'm not really too concerned. I do my best, and I say that personally to people. I say that I'm saying that truthfully. I will do my best. I'm not going to go early like people do leave early the exams and things like that. I didn't leave early with my junior sort. I stayed until the last minute. Because that's the type of person I am. I'm gonna go. When I'm there, I might as well do it instead of leaving 10 minutes beforehand or 20 minutes beforehand. Because at the end of the day, I just you do your best. That's what I did. But that's what I intend to do with the leaving so too. Stay for every last second to put every effort you can into it. But yeah, I still don't know. I probably won't get like during the junior, so which was the one good thing, one good saving grace was there was somebody there to read it for me, the questions, which helped me a lot, especially the history. Because then I could just, it's better if somebody reads something to me or talks to me about it and say to me, explain what the question's asking me. Because I ran away with it. That's the only reason why I ran away with it, the history. Because I absolutely ran, and I mean I ran away with it. Because I only think I got 4 or 5 questions wrong in the whole paper. And I can't remember how many, but it was a lot. Then I wrote a huge essay on my CSPE. About they asked about fake news, and this is the best part. This is the best. I don't know what they must have thought. But I don't know why I'm going on about this now. But I didn't really say much about it. But I was like fake news. it's an American kind of term, but at the same time, it's is present in Irish society. And if I were like, who in the name of God is this fella? Because they asked me what's your opinion on fake news, and I give it to them very, very straightforwardly. I don't know what they thought because it was just you just get a merit for you don't get a grade or anything like that for it. I said about OT, and geez, they must have had a great laugh at it. I was like, OT is the biggest spinner in the country. And that's the way I put it. And I don't know what that person, when they read my exam paper, I don't know what they thought. And then there was questions about tiny towns and show. I absolutely ran away with it. And I mean, I ran away with it. Because, nobody else knew anything about it. And show, I ran away with it. I bet you half the people in the country didn't know what they were talking about. And show, look at, I have to say, I didn't write, I never wrote something down as quick as I did that time. But I don't know why I'm on about it. It's just happy memories and just a laugh. So it's always good to laugh. It's better to laugh than cry. Um, but yeah, I would do my best, and obviously, we'll put pressure on myself because there's no point putting pressure on yourself because that's just annoying yourself and upsetting yourself. You do your best, and that's all you can do. I would do 20 minutes at most, 20 minutes maybe a week, 20, 30 minutes a week, at most, because putting pressure on yourself, do an hour after hour, it's just going to confuse yourself because I done that at one stage when I was in first year. Spent 3 or 4 hours, trying to understand different things, and at the end of it, it wasn't any better. More or less confused and annoyed myself because it was like I was just a tickhead, and that's the way I kind of said to myself. Because after spending 4 hours, you can only remember a few things, and you were like, God damn it, you wasted 4 hours already because it was in one ear and out the other, and my pen's gone down the floor. But anyway, as I say, you can only do your best. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I know some people might be saying, well, you should care. I do care a bit. Obviously, I would do my best, and that's more or less saying everything I do in life. I always put my best effort into it. Which is true because I'm not going to go into the exam and waste, like, this is the best part of it, and take time off tiny towns. Like, this is what I'm more concerned about. I have to take a few hours off tiny towns, and I think that's a disgrace. I think we should write the minister, no, me Howell Martin, and I talk about how I have to take off time in tiny towns to go and do my leaving sort. I'll be gassed. But anyway, take this is quite more. Bye.